Well, Dawn, we usually have more people on this in the mornings, but that's the beauty of the call being recorded. Yeah,
Um, I'm ready anytime, and if there's one person or
great.
more, we're gonna have fun.
We'll have
That's
a
what I say. All right, great. Well, we'll get started then. You're already recording, right, Mish? Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. I'm Isa. You all know me. Um, I just have the pleasure this morning of introducing Dawn Burish, and I know that all of you on this call have had the pleasure of meeting Dawn and hearing her speak and seeing her speak, both from stage on Zooms. She is such a servant leader and such a professional in our industry. And Dawn, when I look to you, for inspiration. I love that you are just yourself. You have experience in the industry, many years. You just earned your Jeep. We can't wait to hear about that. And you hit the executive ranks in a very short time with LifeVantage. And I am so inspired by your excitement about what's happening right now with Love Biome and just everything that's happening in network marketing with LifeVantage and with our new acquisition. So I'm just going to turn it over to you, Dawn. Thank you so much for blessing us this morning. And if you are on this call and you're able to turn your camera on, please do. And let your teams know after the call if they can't be on. Just make sure that they see this recording. Okay, thanks, Dawn.
Thank you, Isa. Good morning, everyone. I'll just bring you up to speed for a minute. I'm in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I joined LifeVantage 3 years ago. July 12th was actually my third anniversary, and that was the day of the virtual. We hosted together here in Sioux Falls, and that was so much fun. But the reason I joined LifeVantage, while I'd been on Pro Tandem NRF2 for, I don't know, maybe 10 years, 8 years at the time, 7, it didn't look fun to me and it didn't look exciting. Like Isa had mentioned, I was in the network marketing industry. I had done well with multiple other companies, but I loved pretty things and I loved, demonstrable type products. And I didn't feel like LifeVantage was. I was wrong. I was very wrong. I joined when collagen launched, and then I realized I could really monetize my glow up. I could take our products, I could leverage the amazing effects that Protandim NRF2 can have on the body, and I can use that to tell my story. But what you need to do is tell your story, and you need to tell it more often to more people. Today, we're going to talk about, I'm going to share my screen here. So you made me a co-host, right? Okay, perfect. So I am going to share my screen with you because I want to talk to you about something we like to call the business of being you. And am a part of an actual event right now on Facebook called the business of being you. If you're not in that event, let Issa know and she can text me your name and I'll get you added to the event. I'm not able to see comments right now. So if there's any reason I need to stop at any point, please let me know. But otherwise, if you'll just take notes and bring me up to speed afterwards, that would be great. So what is the business of being you, right? The business of being you just means building your LifeVantage business by showing up as your authentic self. It's not about scripts or pretending to be somebody else. While we use scripts to talk about the products and the business, that's completely different. What we're talking about today is this attraction piece. It's about leaning into your story, your lifestyle, and your values. My media and the way I build my business is going to look completely different than yours. And that's how it should look because people are drawn to your energy, your transparency, and the way you live out what you teach. Your people are gonna find you by you being bigger and bolder and exactly who you are on social media. When you share your own journey, the wins, the struggles, and the glow ups, you give others permission to believe they can do it too. That's how your business grows. It is by being authentically you. So we're going to talk about that today and what that means with this time right now in LifeVantage. You realize we are so blessed and so fortunate about what is going to happen with our company in the next, very short amount of time. But today we're going to run through authenticity.
Okay, it looks like we
Did we
lost Dawn.
lose it?
She'll be back in a minute.
Yep.
So hold on, hold tight. She maybe hit the wrong button. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
I'm not Marisa, obviously. But if I change her name, I might forget to do it later. So,
I
Michelle,
know.
aka Via Marisa. All right, just hold tight. I'm gonna pause the recording until she comes back.
Wait, now before you start, do you want me to start over, my co-host?
I will.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, my husband was calling me with nothing that was important.
There you go. You are all set.
Okay, let's see if we can bring that same energy. Okay. Okay, so as I was saying, today we're going to talk about authenticity. You are the brand, why it's a new day at LifeVantage, and what my plan is right now. So now, more than ever, the world is craving authenticity. We do not need another Sean and Michelle Poe. We don't need another Marisa. We don't need another Courtney Watkins. And we certainly don't need another Dawn Bures. Authenticity is the currency of trust. And in your LifeVantage business, it means people want to see you. They want to hear your story, your struggles, your growth, and the way you truly live an activated life. I think we have to hit mute if we can. Thank you. More than ever, people are tired of filters. They're tired of hype and cookie cutter sales pitches. They're drawn to leaders who are real, who are consistent. I'm going to say that again, who are consistent and who are transparent. You might be doing this job part-time, but you have to do it part-time. You can't do it sometime. I like to talk about the fact that if you worked at Target, right? We all have Target in our communities, and you were scheduled Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And Tuesday, you were tired because you had a lot of fun over the weekend. So Tuesday, you called in sick on your shift. And then Thursday, you were 15 minutes late. And Saturday, you didn't go in either because there was a college football game you wanted to attend. Next week, do you think you're working at Target? You're not. You're not working at Target because you did not consistently show up. That is what your LifeVantage business is. I've had people say to me, gosh, you're successful. It's working well for you. And I tell them, you know what? This is my job. Yeah, this is my job. And I've been working since I was probably 12 or 14 years old. So work is important to me. My work ethic is something I hold true to me. This is your job. If you want it to be a job, if you want it to grow like a business and you want it to pay you like a job, you have to be consistent. People love transparency by showing up authentically. You're sharing your personal transformation, your family journey, and how you genuinely use and believe in the products. You create deeper connections that spark loyalty, inspire belief, and open the doors for others to say, you know what, if she can do this, so can I. And if you follow me on social media, I bet you know who these 4 people are in this picture with me because I talk about them. I share our story, I share our life story. Now that's what's comfortable for me. It might not be comfortable for you, but this is an attraction piece I use. This is just sharing and documenting our real life story. My son on the end, he's a senior right now. And you probably know that he is having an amazing football year. And we're having so much fun with that as a family because the world is craving this authenticity. We don't need to see sad things on the internet. We want to see the fun and the happy things while always telling our story. A year ago, he didn't have that same story to tell. And when this football season is over, you better believe I'm going to be telling the whole story. Don't forget that you are the brand. You have to document your life. You can choose to share it in real time, or you can batch it and share it when the time is right. Now, this picture was taken at Global back in April. And I want to remind you that Momentum Academy is in just 16 days in Dallas, Texas. I want to know in the comments if you are registered for Momentum Academy and if you plan on attending. And if you're not, let's think about how you can. I reached out to a girl on my team yesterday and I was like, listen, if the reason you're not coming is because the hotel seems daunting, let's figure that out. You can stay in my room. As a team leader, as a teammate, make it possible for all your team members to attend. Create FOMO. If you're not there, you're gonna miss out. In your LifeVantage business, people aren't just buying products or joining a company, they're buying into you. This is me. This is having fun. Are you excited about the disco cowboy or the, is that what we're calling it, party? Yes, you are. Get your costumes ready. Take those pictures. Get everybody in the picture. Have so much fun and have this piece of material that you can share going forward. If I show you this and the fun that I'm having at our events, you want to come too, right? My story, my lifestyle, my energy, and the way I live activated every day, or is what is attracting others. When you lead with authenticity and share your wins and your struggles and show how the products and the business have impacted your life, you become the example people want to follow. Your brand is the trust, consistency. If you take anything away from what I'm talking about today, let it be consistency. And it's inspiration you bring. And that's what makes your LifeVantage business magnetic. Okay, here's where it's going to get good. All right, we're going to talk about monetizing our glow up. If you are not on the edge of your seats thinking about P84 right now, what are you doing? This is an opportunity that is rare in the industry. We have acquired and merged with another company. We are bringing in their top shelf product that aligns perfectly with our products. And we have the opportunity to get really loud and monetize our glow up. This is how simple it is, you guys. If you don't take pictures, you are not going to see the transformation. In the left picture, I had no idea I had melasma. Literally, I was clueless. I had no idea how the texture of my skin looked. I had no idea how awful I looked until I put these pictures side by side. And then I realized this is a glow up I can monetize. It's turning the camera on and letting people into your life. You don't need to stage or script every moment. Just document your real life. Show your morning routine. Show your workouts. Show your skin. Your energy, like show how your energy is shifting. Talk about the products, the meals you're eating, the travels, the family moments. People connect with that every day. And when they see your transformation, they'll want to know what you're doing. That's how you turn your lifestyle into influence and your influence into income. So at the end of last month, I had a big goal. I wanted to earn Mexico. And it was like, I think I was maybe 460 points away, SV, away from earning Mexico. And so I knew I had to put gasoline on that fire. I had to tell my story loud and I had to tell it a lot of times. And when that happened, I got 3 new consultants and I got the SV needed to earn Mexico. I had somebody join my business from Canada that didn't follow me and I didn't follow her. Right? Crazy. But what I did is consistently showed up online. I leveraged hashtags and I leveraged keywords and I leveraged these things that made me an attraction. I became a magnet for this person in Canada that has built about 50,000 followers between both platforms talking about weight loss. How exciting is that? This is wonderful. Low power mode. Okay. It is a brand new day at LifeVantage, right? We officially own Love Biome. Are you ready? The launch of P84 is for everyone. Okay, everyone. This goes for our loyal consultants and the customers who already love LifeVantage. And the brand new faces ready to step in to something fresh. Okay, what does that mean? Did you know in July, I was at Eric Worre's house. He's one of the top network marketing coaches in the world. And Eric said, customers become loyal to you when your products become a part of their story. It becomes a part of their life. Are our products a part of their story? Do they understand what that even means? Have you educated them on the products, why they're using them? What it can do for their lives? Because I can tell you I took Protandim for 10 years, but I had no idea why. I took it because I didn't want to end up like my grandma, but I would have never said I felt anything. Why was I staying on that product? I bought Michelle Poe. I bought what she believed, and your customers need to know what you believe. Your consultants need to know what you believe. So the future is now. We're going to talk about what we're going to do. We're going to talk about how we're going to use this moment and get loud. We're going to do something called vision boarding. You might think I'm silly, and that is just fine with me. But I can show you time and time again how my visions, my dreams have become a reality. And if you watched my Jeep video, if you haven't, it's on YouTube, it's on the LifeVantage. You can just look LifeVantage and Don Bures. And I only encourage you to watch it because something crazy happened for me in earning that Jeep. Probably about 8 years ago, 5 to 8 years ago, I'm not sure, but I made a vision book. Okay. This was a regular notebook that's somewhere here in my office, but I made it and I've moved twice since then. So, I really haven't just kept that front and center. It was actually in my nightstand, and I earned the trip in March, or the Jeep in March. And in April, I was just cleaning up around the house, just doing whatever. And I was looking through my nightstand and I found that book. Little had I remembered that 5 to 8 years ago, I put a white Jeep in that book. I put a freaking white Jeep in that book. And after I had earned the Jeep, I was flipping through that book and there was that white Jeep. That was a vision I had casted, a dream I had placed on my heart years and years ago. And it came true, you guys. And right now, I would encourage you to do something really fun. If you have Pinterest, I would start a board on Pinterest called 2025 Me or 2026 Me. Throw those dreams on there. In my bathroom, I have this picture hanging, but I have future colored out. And it's just the picture of me and it says presidential sitting on that white couch, because you know what? I know someday I will have that couch and it will have my name on that pillow, and it's not future presidential. Like, that's already done. Okay? So you are going to cast that vision, you're going to make that dream and that goal for your life. Let's talk about, okay, one thing I want to say before we move on. You can't set it and forget it. You cast those visions, you cast those goals and those dreams, and then you get your butt to work. Right? Because your work has to align with those goals. Just like I said earlier, consistency, consistency, consistency. You might only get to work this Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, but you better be working it every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. If you have a big goal or a big vision for your life, you can't do this sometimes. You can do it part-time, but if you do it sometimes, you're going to be rewarded sometimes. And that's probably not the goal you have for your business or yourself. Let's talk right now about our target audience. Who can you work with? Who needs to know about what is happening right now at LifeVantage? Who needs to know? Does everybody on your team, do every one of your customers know that we have a brand new product launching November 1st? Do they know? Have they heard about P84? Have you started talking about gut health? Have you started talking about gut microbiome? Have you found things outside of LifeVantage that support the messaging we're talking about? And have you shared that with people? This product is designed to create massive, I'm saying massive excitement, spark massive conversations, and open the door for new stories and transformations. Probably yours, right? Whether a person has been with us for years or is just getting started on their journey, P84 is the kind of launch that unites our community and it attracts new energy. It's the perfect moment to lean in, share boldly, and grow together. Here's the thing. If you haven't been consistent, you can start today and be consistent going forward. I would get crazy about setting some alarms in your phone and holding yourself to a massive level of accountability. Who needs to hear this story? Who is your target audience? Do you know who that is? Are you speaking to that person? Are you consistently reaching out to that person? I send a newsletter every single Sunday. I don't miss a Sunday because that consistency compounds over time. Here's my plan. Does anybody remember this butt that broke the internet, right? We need to be so loud that they cannot deny what we're doing. We need to break the internet with our butts. Okay? This Picture on the left, I was shocked when I saw that picture. I was like, how in the world did I become a tree trunk? When did that happen? And then the picture on the right, I still don't love it, but I boldly shared these photos and my team blew up. My business exploded in October of 2024. Can we do it again? Should we do it again? My plan is to get so loud, to document so much, to talk to all of you, to talk to everybody that knows, likes, and trusts me about what is about to happen. Here's the goals. I really think we should write these down. Number one, our first goal needs to build curiosity and hope. Share consistent sneak peek stories and reels that highlight why gut health matters, sprinkling in your own transformation to get people leaning in. I'm fortunate and I get to start the product this week. It should be arriving at my house. I purchased it last week. I'm going to be documenting it. I'm going to create FOMO and I want you all to feel it. I want you to share it because that FOMO is going to transform our businesses. The minute people can order that product, we want to break the internet again. August 2024 can be repeated in November 2025. Grow your wait list. Did you have people standing in line for Mind Body? Get some people in line for P84. Collect those names. Create a drip campaign. Have messages ready to roll out to them. And comment from those who want early info so you have a hot list ready to order on launch day. I use a lot of platforms to build my business. And if you're ever curious about those, that's another conversation. But if you follow me on social media at Dawn Bures that you see right here, you'll start to see what those campaigns look like if you use my keywords. Steal my stuff. Go do it because the world deserves to know about LifeVantage. And I only know so many people, but together, you and I and Marisa and everybody, we know more people. And then more people get to know about LifeVantage. They get to know about these products. We're going to educate and position post value driven content, gut health tips, skin, brain, mood benefits. Why would somebody take P84? Why are you excited about P84? Who in your family is going to experience something that they need to because of P84? Your audience needs to understand why P84 is different and why November 1 is the date they do not want to miss. We're going to get so loud and be so undeniably excited about what is happening right now with LifeVantage that people would be crazy to not listen to us. And that concludes my presentation.
Amazing.
But like I said, on that last slide, I want to open it up for any questions. I see there's some comments here. So,
Dawn, can I ask a question, maybe
Yes.
on behalf of others? Who on this call, raise your hand if you feel a little nervous to start sharing P84 because you haven't used it or you're not sure how? Yeah, Dawn, can you talk to us about those of us that are like, okay, should I start? And yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Great.
So I mentioned at the beginning, I have the fortune to do live on Facebook right now with four other women, one being Dr. Tamia, who's coming from LifeVantage or Love Biome. She's at LifeVantage now because they're already in our system. She's going to be presenting today on P84. You want to be on there. You want to be on there. And if you can't be on there, let Issa know and I'll send you a recording. We actually did this business of being you last week. But here's what I would do. I would get online, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can find Love Biome people. Find P84. Search on those platforms and find those testimonies. We have to tell other people's stories until we have one. In the beginning, I had been taking Protandim NRF2 for, like I said, 8 to 10 years. I didn't have a story. I had to borrow other people's story and other people's excitement. That's exactly what you need to do right now. We own that company. So maybe you tell the business story. Maybe you say, hey, LifeVantage is in such a position that we had cash. We had liquid cash available to buy a company that could not scale without us. They have amazing products, but they couldn't tell their story big enough, fast enough. They ran out of products. We know what it's like to go out of stock. Not fun, right? That happened once and we all thought we were going to lose our minds. That's what was happening at LifeVantage. They couldn't afford to produce product fast enough for demand. Their pockets weren't deep enough. Ours were. That's the story you can tell. Yes, you can tell this story about gut microbiome. I'd go start following Gary Brecka. Just talk about gut microbiome. If you start talking right now about gut microbiome, people are going to be like, okay, what's happening? And then we got a few weeks to talk about gut microbiome, and then boom, we have a solution for your problem because you didn't even know you had IBS. So, yes. What time? So it's 12 Central Standard. No, I'm lying. It's not 12. Let me look. Go ahead, Isa.
Yeah, let's see. There's a recording out that Michelle Poe just posted in one person, and I tagged some of my team in it. Go in there and tag the rest of your team. Follow down. That's the recording from the one that was done on Friday. Dawn was your last one?
It was the last day of the month. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
the
that
last
Friday?
day of the month
Go ahead.
last week. I love that, Dawn. And how many of us have shared the Axio story of Dr. Brimhall and the Axio and the handwriting of the kid, and we know who the kid is and all of that, but it's like we've done this. So we're overcomplicating it, I think.
We are overcomplicating
Yeah.
it. And this is the other thing I would remind you. Think about your own purchasing decisions. How many times did you have to hear about an item before you just added to cart? Many times, and studies show that it's like 12. Okay. So if you're not making a decision until the 12th time of seeing something, what do you think other people are doing? They're doing the same thing as you. So if you talk about that Axio before and after, the handwriting, the brain mapping, and you tell that story once, 99% of your audience didn't see it. Or if they did, it went over their head or didn't apply to their life right then and there. So tell those stories over and over and over. You can't tell the story too much, because the other thing I think about, and sometimes we feel like we're too loud, we're too in your face, we're talking about our business too much. But let's go back to Target, okay? Target has personally branded products, they have marketing on their stores, they have billboards, they have a website, they have an app. They're probably emailing you, they're probably showing up in your mailbox. I mean, how else can we? I mean, that's 5, 6, 7 different ways. And I think on average, we figured like 10 to 12 different ways Target is marketing to you. You are the target, right? Are you marketing to your customers in 7 different ways? Are you showing up there in their emails? Are you showing up in their mailbox? When's the last time you hand wrote a thank you and sent it to a customer? Handwrite a thank you and put an Axio sample in there. Do you know that about 80% of the time that I do that, on my next order with that person, they add Axio to cart? You guys, Axio is a cheap marketing tool. For $2 a piece, you can get somebody shopping with you. And if somebody wants to do the math, what do you make each month if somebody buys Axio? You're going to make your money up like that. My postal people, they know me, because I'm mailing gifts to new consultants. I'm mailing gifts to customers. I'm in there. I'm in your mailbox. It's undeniable. Because when's the last time you got a handwritten note in your mailbox? Probably been a while. But when you did, you remembered it and you thought, gosh, Dawn has pretty handwriting. you know? So think about all the different ways you can target your audience in authentic ways. Be you, right? I use postcards now, and I wish I had one here to show you, but I use postcards now a lot of times because I simply just need to get something out quickly. And when those orders come in, I want to thank people. So I kind of went off script there, but
No, these are great.
I was talking to Dr. Cheryl Bones yesterday. She's on my team, and she's on scientific advisory board. She's brilliant. If you don't follow her, you should. She'll be at Momentum Academy. But I said, the thing I think we are avoiding or just not consistently doing, it's not customer service, it's customer education. Why are people using our products? What benefits are other people seeing? Whose stories can you tell about our products? That customer education is actually customer service, because I might tell this story over and over and over, and Isa thinks of somebody she knows, loves, and cares about who needs to hear that story. And then she's telling that story too. And so together, Isa and I are helping more people. It's exactly what you can do.
Wow, I love that, Dawn. And tonight, on the one person call, we will be talking about habit number 5, which is synergize. And the base of that is the sum is greater than its parts. So
Yeah.
together, collectively, taking Dawn's story, taking Michelle's story, Lisa, all of that, and we can create this. So thank you, Dawn. Oh my gosh, we have so many actionable items. Who's got a lot of actionable items they want to implement today? Yeah. Awesome. Anybody
It,
else have any questions?
it's nothing new. It's just reminders, and we all need reminders. I
And
have
guys,
sticky notes hanging all over my house, and if you don't, I think you should. Hang on. This is the last thing I wanted to say, Michelle. Hopefully, I have a moment. Okay. So I told you to get that vision board going. What rank are you going to hit by the end of this year? Maybe you're going to re-rank to something that you hit last year. What are you going to hold yourself accountable to? Get that on your bathroom mirror. Get that on the dash of your car. If you have a treadmill, you hang it on there. You have a computer screen, it needs to be there. Sticky notes are cheap, you guys. If that reminder of what you can do and who you are is what you need to see every single day to get up and go do that work, do it. Put in your phone your own number and text yourself every day. Mine says the universe, and I text myself every day. Only good things happen to me. Text yourself. Send yourself a love note every day. Get out there and be bold. Remind yourself who you are, because LifeVantage skyrocketed last October, and I don't know why we couldn't do it again. We learned a lot last year. We're going to do it better this time. We're going to do it smarter. Maybe we're going to do it with the right people, whatever it is. But don't get off this call and go about your life and forget about all these things, because then we all just wasted our half hour.
I love it.
Okay.
Michelle, did you have a question?
oh no, I love it. I think it's so great. Vision board work, and I love the, I never miss a Sunday, for your newsletter, and consistency, like consistency, consistency, consistency. Love the message. And Monday motivational call. If you need stories because you don't have any right now, jump over to that line and grab some stories.
Yes. Get after it.
And I'll put it in the comments so that you guys have the number, so you'll grab it real quick. And Dawn, thank you so much. It was awesome.
You're so
Thank you
welcome. Take
so
care,
much,
guys.
Dawn. Share this recording with your team, guys. This was so valuable, Dawn. Thank you so much.
Take care. Glad to be here.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye.